Part 7 of the 64 F100 truck project, frame reprofiling. This is my template I've just knocked up out of Zinc-Alume. It's got various holes and bits and pieces in it, but that's for consistency. Basically, I spoke to an engineer and he said, yeah, reprofiling is possible as long as you go up and you can't narrow the frame. So basically what I've done here is I've pinned the chassis to the rails here. The rails are true to zero, and what I've done, I've welded the truck frame to that, and what I've done is sat down and worked out how the rear end's going to fit into the frame according to the axle center line, which is this set of lines here. It lines up with the factory centerline hole on the original chassis. Basically the template, these three holes are the original shock mount holes that they had rivets, so I've knocked them out. I've used those holes and an original hole at the back there to line my template up consistently on both sides. Basically this line is the original chassis line that runs through, and then this shape is my new shape I've come up with, and it has a consistent thickness through the frame, so there's no weak points. So yeah, that's the frame. This template works left for left and right, so it's left out at the moment, so that's it's on the left side. But basically, yeah, the left frame is to cut. The right frame has been cut, and what I've done with the right frame, using that template, I've actually cut the right frame out. I'll cut the right frame. Basically a round section cut into the frames, as not to create a stress point or anything like that. The original chassis piece looks a bit like that when it was cut. After a lot of noise and fussing around, I've come up with this. This is my new section. So yeah, it has the rolled edges. That's the inside of it. Yeah, so that's it. There's some that's the left side in the process of being made. What I've done here, I've actually used that's 4mm thick, and it has the rolled edge in it. And what I've done that is hand form those with some heat and shape them up to close to what my template is, and then basically ultimately these top and bottom sections that's what you start with. This is what you end up with. Big section of plate in the middle. I think it's 5mm plate, a little bit over the 4mm plate that was used in the original. But so yeah, that's my new section. I haven't welded it in yet because I might keep this free just to get the left and right sections identical. So yeah, basically, once I get the left and right sections identical, I can put this all together, and it should be a done deal. I should put the camera down and do this, but anyway, I'll persevere. This is tedious. I'll just put the camera down for a sec. There we go, that sits on that. Yeah, so that's pretty much where that's at. So, yeah, so at the end of the day, that's the new section, not welded in, but pretty much right to go. As you can see, it's got a nice consistent thickness through the frame, should be plenty strong. And what I'll do is I'll lay a section of a profiled piece of 6mm on the inside of the chassis, on the inside of the rail, from here, and run through that, probably right to the tail of the frame. So it'll have another section of 6mm on the inside of this. So it should be plenty strong. It'll plug welded and this and that. So yeah, so that's where we are at the moment with that. So yeah, one down, one to go. It is a lot of work, but anyway, it's getting done. It's all lining up rather nice. Yeah, that's my axle centerline marks. I've gone through this thing with the laser as well, and as you can see, that mark on the frame down there lines up the center line of the diff, and yeah, it's got center line marks all over it. But anyway, so that's where we are at the moment. Chassis reprofiling 101. But anyway, it should, I'll weld that up in the next few days, make the second one, and then I'll move on to fitting the independent diff in this thing, and creating some mounts to screw to the chassis and stuff like that. So I had to remove this cross member. That was actually, that's using one of the holes there. The cross member was here where that hole is, the rivet. So I removed that. I may move it back some. This rear cross member, I'd like to probably move that back some too, just to make room for a tank or something in there. I'll have to investigate that with when I get the style side rear tub on it, and check that all works. But yeah, that's where it is at the moment. Reprofiled frame, nice round edge. That's all 4mm right through there, so that's there's no weak points. Yeah, so, and a decent old as you can see there, that's sort of where it's been taken from. So it's pretty much the bottom level of this reprofile is the top of the original frame. And if you look at these F1 trucks, that makes them pretty low. So when they have that's the final road height. So yeah, so that's where we are now. Just as a little bit of candy, I got a seat for this. I got a seat for this truck too. Just so happens that I stumble across a nice white bench seat, all reupholstered, very clean. It's out of a '63 Chev, I believe. But anyway, it should work out alright for the truck. It's the right width, probably the right style, and it's all refurbished. Should be a nice thing. Big bench seat out of a Chev. Oh, anyway, I'm sure it won't slow my Ford down, but that's where we are at the moment. As for the front, nothing's really happened at this point. I'll get the rear put together and buttoned down, and then I'll get the front cross member get in and on and done. So yeah, so that's where we are now. Part 7, frame reprofiling. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it in the long run. So yeah, I'll leave it there for part 7. Part 8 probably diff in and mounted off this chassis jig, and back on 4 wheels. So anyway, till then, cheers.